All right. Wake up, everybody. Come on now. It's Tuesday. Okay. All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm so happy to see you all here today. Let me see what we got in the room. Before we get started, I always want to get started with a small prayer. I just want to say, Heavenly Father, we thank you for waking us up this morning, allowing us to see this day. Whatever our challenges are, God, we ask that you take full control over everything. Protect us as we go to and from. Allow peace be fully over us today. We ask that you continue to give us those things that are priceless, like peace, like love, like care. In your name we pray. Thank you. In your name we pray. Amen. All right, we can't start the day without giving God his praise. All right, that's just number one. That's just number one. We have to thank God, the Creator, for all that He does for us every single day. And sometimes we get off track. You know how we do. We get off track. We start acting like, we doing it all ourselves, but that's not true. So let's just keep reminding ourselves that, we have a power source that's bigger than ourselves. Okay, guys, I want to say that I'm playing with the time a little bit from 9 a.m. and 9:30 because I'm trying to see exactly when do folks come alive, because I want the live group, okay? We got a good show. I put this show together myself. CNN, BET, baby, they ain't got nothing on me, okay? In the words of Denzel, ain't got nothing on me. All right, so let's get into this thing with, I saw this online with Lil Baby. And Lil Baby and his friends, Atlanta had a snow day. We'll get into climate change later, but Atlanta had a snow day. 2 days. We were just shut down for 2 days, and Atlanta is just, as they say, Atlanta is not a real place. Okay, so Atlanta not being a real, I'm sorry, I got this screen on here, but hide it. I'm trying to bring something on here, and okay, I got to fix something, but I'll do it later. So my point is, Atlanta not being a real place. We had a snow day, and in the snow day, there was a video of Lil Baby asking his friends or his crew members if they would jump inside of a pool for $5,000. I have it here. I would like to share it with you because that's what's important. I have it here. I would like to share it with you right here. If you guys are on Instagram and you want to come over to YouTube, feel free to jump on YouTube on the Fly Nubian Queen YouTube channel or the Madam Prezident YouTube channel, the Black Business School YouTube channel. We're showing everywhere there. That's just number one. Number two, I would like to say that I'm going to be showing a video which you all will not be able to see on Instagram, but those of you who are tuned in on YouTube, you will be able to see, and I'm going to share it right here. This is the video where Lil Baby asked his friends to hop inside the pool for $5,000. So check this out. I just want you all to see this right here. I'm showing it on StreamYard. All right.
Man, boy, I got him a nickel P, man. Nickel piece. Now you gotta go on it. All right. Ain't got nothing for him. Boy, I ain't got nothing for they stupid ass. Nothing for him, boy.
We been needing to work hard.
Y'all nigga been need to work hard. Ain't got nothing for him. Stupid ass. They thought they gonna get nicked. They been had to split. They been had to split this money. Man, they been had to split this money. My boy ain't came back yet.
Now, take it away. Ask him to jump inside the pool. Then he asked him to run around my house. This is, I just want to say that if you have a son, if you have a daughter, please leave them some money so that they don't have to do dumb shit for money, okay? Like, this is what bothers me about this particular situation. That is, these are your peers, these are your homies, this is your crew, right? You all working together to, for whatever reason, hey, I'm the millionaire, I'm the one who goes and I rap. You are here to be a support to me. Maybe you iron my clothes, maybe you run errands, maybe you carry my jewelry. It's all types of responsibilities that these young people have when they are a part of a crew. You know, they're a part of a bigger entity, like you're a part of the crew. So if you the part of the crew and you the one who ain't got no money, then you're gonna be the one that's doing the strange stuff to be around, to keep your keep, you know? So this is the concern that I have here. And I'm gonna show you. I heard Lil Baby talk about how he was at the casino and how he spent $8 million in a day. He spent $8 million in a day. The white man don't have to jump in the pool for your money. The white man ain't got to run around the building for your money. So why the hell your brothers got to? You see what I'm saying? I know I take it too far. But that's a genuine question. You sat down and played the casino. Now, let me tell you something. The machine will not let you win. That's just number one. You sat down and you played on the machine $8 million. Maybe you're doing craps. Maybe you're doing big league, whatever. $8 million in a day. I got to show you. I just want to show proof of what I'm talking about. So you all won't be going around talking about, oh, she lying. I'm not lying. Here's proof. Here's the video right here.
And nothing to do nothing. I'm just being nosy. What's the most you ever lost gambling at once?
$8 million.
Okay.
1 day.
How long?
Like 1 day. Like probably like 40 hours.
Yeah.
40 hours straight. I lost like 8 million.
That's not
9 million.
That's not one.
I made myself stop gambling. Like I had Mike Rubin write a letter to every casino and ban me from the casino. You know, because I just do shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't gamble no more.
Okay. And what's it?
He said, I spent $8 million in a day gambling, out of control, have nothing to do. Let me tell you what bothers me about the black man who spends $8 million in a day for no reason at all. What bothers me is you have people like Elon Musk that's building smart cities, that's building driving cars that drive themselves. You have men like Elon Musk that are building tunnels under the ground so that people can transport underground. They can drive underground. Meanwhile, you got the brothers who have full access to the money. You want to gamble? It's always liquor, gambling, alcohol, sex with us. And this is the thing. People convince us that this is a normalcy. People convince us that this is the behavior of wealthy people. But those, and I just want every young Black man who has money to see that you should be looking at the situation with Diddy to show you that your money is not powerful enough to save you. So don't be an idiot. If you don't have to be, don't just go around spending $8-9 million at the casino, then making your friends run in the pool and get frostbite for $5,000. Like, come on. But I will say this: a friend of mine many years ago, when I was in college, he was a producer or rapper or something, and he was kind of with Rough Riders, and he was telling me the story of how it is when you are a rapper and people are around you and the things that they will do to create excitement. And I won't say who this rapper is, but he said that he was hanging out with this big time rapper one time, and this rapper was just an egomaniac in the moment, and he told his people, like, hey, yo, I'll give you 10 grand if you eat shit. And the guy, whoever this sick person was like, yeah, I'll do it for 10 grand. Now, I do believe that I'm being very extreme this morning telling this story, because this is not my wavelength of conversation, I promise. But this is a testament what people will do for money. Now, some of us say, oh, I don't do that. I don't do that for money. But I just want to say that in America, it is not the place oftentimes to be the, like the money and morale sometimes don't always go hand in hand. You have people who are, insurance company who are responsible for approving people's surgeries and insurance companies. And regardless, they will deny it, even if it could save your life. Those people get paid lots of money. But when those people live in their $500,000 homes and they pull up and play soccer with their children, people are not asking them, who did you have to kill to have this kind of life? That is not the question that we ask people in our world. But in other worlds, in other places, which I recommend most people go and take time to see, they are asking those questions. They do respect the men who pick up the garbage and the men who are the doctors and the women who are nurses. There is respectability across the board for civil servants, etc., in other places, Anyways, like I said, Lil Baby wants the Black folks or his crew to jump in the pool, show themselves to make $2,500, jump in the pool, run around the building in the cold. But meanwhile, the white man, oh, just come on in. Just take my money. Just take it. Here you go. $8 million for you, $9 million for you. That's problematic, and that should be stopped. Now, he did mention Michael Rubin. He says that Michael Rubin, and I wanted to show you all who Michael Rubin is, because there was a popular there's a popular story about Michael Rubin, but some people don't know who he is. So Michael Rubin is an American businessman. He is the founder and CEO of Fanatics, a global digital sports platform that consists of several businesses, including licensed sports merchandise, trading cards and collectibles, sports betting and iGaming. My dog agrees. Special events and live commerce. So when this rich Black man say, I call Michael Rubin, you call Michael Rubin. Why did you call this extremely wealthy white man to save you from your own life choices? There are other people that could be responsible for your financial affairs. We have people in our community that are a part of banks and accounting, but for some reason there's this alignment with Black wealth and whiteness that I believe should be questioned at all times. All right. So this story, oh my God. I'm not sure if you all are here. And also, I just want to take a minute for you all to text the word Queens to 87948. Text the word Queens to 87948. You are tuned into the Fly Nubian Queen Network, as well as flynubianmoney.com, flynubianmoney.com. You should join. There's a bunch of women, beautiful, educated, articulate, fun, charismatic women that live on this platform. It is a place, it is a voice for Black women to speak higher, so please join, please sign up, text the word Queens to 87948. All right, so this particular story was very, very heartbreaking. And here's what I will say. This particular story was very heartbreaking. And it's about a 12-year-old boy who was badly burned by scalding hot water. So the sad part about this is I want to show you what the mother had to say about this. I'm going to the story right now. So stand by. And here is the story. We're going to talk about this.
So I saw my company's uniform in the mirror today, and I decided it was time for a new look.
Check-year-old boy in Tifton is recovering from severe burns after police say 3 of his friends dumped scalding water on him. Those 12 to 15-year-old boys all face serious charges now.
Well, as WALB News 10's Mackenzie Blaze reports, what boys say was supposed to be a prank turned into life-changing incidents for all of them.
12-year-old boy has second-degree burns on most of his face. His mother asked that we hide his identity, but she wanted to talk with us about what happened to her son.
I mean, I really can't describe it now, but in that moment, I was just in shock, mad, hurt, everything, sick, trying to just hurry up and get to, him some help, yeah.
Tiffany West says her son was in a neighbor's apartment after a sleepover with other kids playing video games. The victim's mother says he was asleep when someone threw the hot water on him.
Yes, he was transported to the burn center in Augusta, Georgia, and he had to have surgery. Of course, he's out of surgery and he's home now, but it's going to take 12 to 14 days for him to fully heal. I always ask him, I always ask him, you mad? You sad? He just like, no, he just don't have no emotion about it.
He numb about it. I know he like you got to be in shock to know that your friends is capable of this type of thing. Like somebody that you trusted, like he never thought that this would be.
All right, so let's talk about this. This is a young man whose mother allowed him to go to a sleepover. And in the sleepover, the boys at the sleepover decided to pour scalding hot water on him as a prank, okay? So that means that your child is at a sleepover that you have approved, and they decide that we're gonna do a prank on our friend. And in the prank, we are going to ensure we're going to get the hottest water possible, right? We're going to get the hottest water possible. And once we get the hottest water possible, we're going to pour it on them. What? They were 12 and 13 years old, okay? So the one thing that I want you all to understand about this story is that they're old enough to have understanding. They're not babies. They're old enough to have understanding. So with this, I want to share with you that The boys that are the friends that poured the water on the victim, they are going to they have a case with the judge. Did you think that this was just going to end? So my problem is this right here. These are young Black boys, and they're broken. And when I say they're broken, the challenge of the brokenness is this right here. The challenge of the brokenness is you have a 12-year-old that has to deal with really bad second-degree burns. And in the process, there will be teasing. There will be, young people around each other. They're going to tear each other down. And then after they do all of that, you got two boys that got to go in front of the judge. When does it stop? This is a problem. And this is what I don't buy. A lot of us want me to buy into, they're just kids. The Asian community got the 12-year-old checking out at the register at the Chinese stop, at the Chinese restaurant. The Asian community got the 12-year-old checking you in and out at the nail shop. What you mean the 12-year-old Black boy and Black girl have just some kind of way inherit the destructive behavior? I don't believe it. Children supposed to be taught. Children supposed to be advised. Children supposed to be informed. When we fail as a community, when we fail as parents, then the children will suffer. We all will suffer. Because think about this. The mother, in the article, the mother talks about how she hasn't been to work. She hasn't been to work in days. She hasn't been to work in days because what's been going on. I want to make sure that you all know that we are tuned into the Fly Nubian Queen channel, flynubianqueen.com, flynubianmoney.com. Please text the word Queens to 87948. Also, please text the word Queens to 87948. Also, this is brought to you by the Black Business School, theblackbusinessschool.com. Like I said, you all are interested in education. Please take the time and educate yourselves. You don't live a traditional life, so you do not have to have a traditional education. Make sure you check out the Black Business School. So I want to just say really, really quickly that take care of your children by teaching them the difference between right and wrong. Also, take care of your children by teaching them how to be leaders. I'm taken back by so many young children that don't know how to stand up for themselves, that don't know how to have a voice. And parents, I have to give it to you raw. The reason why your child is bullied half the time is because you are a bully at home. You haven't taught your children how to have self-advocacy skills, how to communicate properly. Your kids are not properly communicating with you. They're not properly communicating with their peers. There's a way for this to be handled and managed. This don't have to be the story. I just want to make sure we're clear on that. So anyways, as we continue, we keep this young baby into our prayers, because of course, when children are not well, the community isn't well, the mother isn't able to go to work, and it's all a problem. We're all are affected when those kind of things happen. Now, this is a conversation that's worth having. There's been an uproar between the HBCU band going to Donald Trump's inauguration. So there's a band, Mississippi Valley State is the band. They've been invited to go to Donald Trump's inauguration. And Black folks are upset behind it. So I want to play you a video that I came across. And I want to know your thoughts. I'm going to share the video right here. All right, let me pull this up for us.
Have we not learned anything from Chrisette Michele? Like, what good do y'all expect to come from paying your own way to go perform for a crowd full of white nationalists. This ain't gonna help your enrollment because these white folk don't want to go to a HBCU. And the black folk who see this about to be like, I ain't sending my kid to that school. What? Who's making decisions down there? Yo, let me tell you how my reaction to this story went from bad to worse. As a fellow HBCU alum, go Alabama A&M Bulldogs, I saw that the marching band from Mississippi Valley State is going to play at Trump's inauguration. My first thought was like, man, that sucks. It's always somebody for sale. If you put a big enough check out there, somebody is going to jump on it. I don't care what the job is. Somebody gonna jump on it for a big enough check. So, that was kind of disappointing. Then I looked further into it and realized not only are they not getting a check, but they gotta pay their own way. And they're asking their supporters to fund their trip to the inauguration. What exactly are we doing here? Have we not learned anything from Chrisette Michele? Like, what good do y'all expect to come from paying your own way to go perform for a crowd full of white nationalists? This ain't gonna help your enrollment because these white folk don't want to go to a HBCU. And the black folk who see this about to be like, I ain't sending my kid to that school. What?
All right, so he had a lot to say about this particular story. He said that the black folks, are going to be in an uproar about Mississippi Valley State going to perform at Donald Trump's inauguration. And I just want to say, it don't matter where you work as a black person, you are still under the umbrella of supremacy. You are still under the umbrella of supremacy. I don't care if you at the White House, if you work for a state prison, if you are a judge, you are a black judge that has to uphold white laws. You are a black police officer that has to have the agenda of getting a quota. Every black person in America is under the supremacy of white nationalism and all of that white laws. America, you got to remember, slavery was legal. This is not a sense of, America is better. I wrote this in my book, Matters of the Heart. I talk about how every time in the 60s, you got a Jimmy Carter. In the 50s, you got a Emmett Till. In the 2020s, you got a George Floyd. In the 2000 Trayvon Martin. You have all of this disaster and catastrophe within the black community annually, right? And then we like to pretend as if we got some kind of code of conduct amongst each other. I went to an HBCU. Oh, so you want to talk HBCU, baby? I know all about it. I'm not exempt. I'm not far removed of the responsibilities of attending the HBCU. Also, I want to say that our HBCUs are in trouble. If you're not a part of the biggest HBCUs, which is Howard University, Spelman, Morehouse, maybe Jackson State, it's bigger, but you saw all the different challenges that they experienced at Jackson State, the poverty. This is a problem. All that to say that we can't pretend as if we take care of one another. And I've said this a million times. We want to have this die-hard, pro-black verbal commitment. Just verbal commitment. Oh, I'm pro-black. And you can't be, you ain't bought shit from a black company since 2020. We do not take care of one another. So this is why I don't hop online and tell people who to vote for. I don't tell them where to live, because we do not take care of people as a collective to have unrealistic demands of one another. If the school wants to go and blow that damn horn at the White House, don't bother me none. Come back and tell your peers about the experience. Come back and build a band for the impoverished community. Come back and show some young black girls and boys how to play the trumpet. Come back. That's it. Y'all just want folks to sit over there on the sideline and be with you, be broke with you, be poor with you, be on crack with you, be smoking weed with you, pouring Hennessy with you. Get the hell out of here. And let me tell you something else. One of the reasons that a lot of HBCUs closed down or lack funding is because the graduates are struggling. The graduates don't have the income to properly invest back into the institution. So if you want to talk Black talk to me, start talking Black money to me. And if you're not talking Black money, then I ain't trying to hear you all tell one Black group who they should be blowing the horn for while telling the other Black group, if it was Kamala, go ahead and blow. I'm not here to do that. Also, I would like to say that you got to remember, Bill Clinton was a musician. He was playing the saxophone. Folks was all in love with the charismatic behavior of Bill Clinton. I will never stop telling this story. Bill Clinton, he played the saxophone. He also was a person who, they used to say, oh, he's the first Black president. Meanwhile, he about to ship your cousin off so fast. This is what we got to stop doing. Stop playing games. Now, what I find interesting is, don't get it twisted. These institutions, Donald Trump could get into office. I'm not saying that he will, because I'm not saying that he's a moral man. Of course, I would never say that. But Donald Trump could get into office and decide, hey, I got to give money to an HBCU every year. Mississippi Valley State will be the first place that I give money to. That could be his approach. I don't know. But if it is, I think that, that's something that the president of the university would have to deal with. This is about my time. I would like to say we have to stop pretending as if, we take care of one another enough to tell each other where to go. I'm out of time, but before I go, I just would like to say a few things. The first thing I would like to say is thank you so much for tuning into the Madam President Morning Show on the Fly Nubian Queen Network. Please take the time and go to flynubianmoney.com. Also, you are tuned to a place that gives you real news, bold truth, 100% politically incorrect. If you're looking for education, you want to learn about stocks, please go to theblackbusinessschool.com. This is one of the things that we don't always have access to. Basically, information. And progress is information. So the more information you have, the more chances at wealth you will have. Also, if you want to support Madam President, shop Madam President. If you want to have a Madam President mug, book, anything, please go to TheFreedomCompany.com. TheFreedom.company, I'm sorry. www.TheFreedom.company. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. I will see you tomorrow. Don't forget, I'm Madam President with a Z, and I am 100% politically incorrect.